Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are playing Rocket Rush, and we have the viewing can, the VUL can, and we got a new X. And we got like 93.4k coins. And we're trying to get out of here to get to different islands to win some prizes. Let's get this one. The rich! We got 89 gas. So it's rank 10. We on rank 13. So we on level 13. We're about to go to a rocket ship. Let's just get this one. It's gonna give us coins. 7 point. Dang, that's a lot. That's a lot. We on rank 13. No, I mean not rank 13. I mean rank 14. So we'll get the upgrade. We got 25k. We got 15k of health thing. Look at our rocket ship. And this is our new sprint. We get to go. Oh, we gotta buy it. We gotta buy it for Robux. And we'll get the spot to. We get the return to the base or return to the Earth. Oh, we are that.
Sure.
Maddie, you
hear me.
no, cause y'all hear you being bad.
Is that short?
No, don't no. Add 5. Earn extra XP in cash. The vote. Oh. So now it give us 30%. Earn extra XP in cash. Oh, because I'm a VIP player at this game, I got 30% booster. So now I'll get to go even faster in these games. No, you're not gonna keep doing it now. Here we go, blast off. You get 30% bonus cash XP, 30% vote boosted. Ignore planets. I get the refill. Let's refill. Another refill. Oh, I need more. I need more crystals. That's why. I don't have enough. We already here that fast? No. We better go to our next planet. We're gonna get the 100, I think. 60. The freezing vote. We was that close. We almost there. Ah! Oh yeah, 0. $9,193. 169K cash and 11.9K XP. We on rank 15. We on level 15. You have unlocked new upgrades and check your bag. Do you like how my rocket ship looks like? The rocket ship has the clouds and blue sky. That looks cute, guys, right? I could take some more photos. See? It goes even faster. It just got to 54 that fast. So we got 5, so it goes up when we do it. So can we get this? Oh, we got the steel one. We got the steel one. Okay, guys, let's get the hot rod. Let's get the hot rod, and it looks like the supercar one. It got the wheels, and it says number 19. So the lamp light. They got the quantum. So let's get this one. Ah, just want to get that one. I feel sad. Well, we just gotta work our way up. See, cause he's on level 2, but he need more. The 5-pack, double XP. How do I get double XP? Oh, double cash. This costs like 700. No, it costs 349 Robux. You're really playing on my mind. So it costs 5. So it's gonna go. It's probably going to buy 5s. I'll be right back because I'm going to the bathroom. So go like and subscribe too. Okay, guys, we're back. I know it took so long. Oh, the bathroom is annoying. Oh, the +3. Why y'all don't have the giant ones? Can we get this one too? Aww. Oh, there's a giant one. There it is. That's big. Okay, then now we find the chest again. They always turn that TV up. It's very annoying. We got 13, baby. So we got 44 gas. So we almost to lift off soon. Thank God y'all don't hear no hear music. You only got scared to hear the TV. Yeah, look at it, look at it. Baboosh. We are on level 15, baby. We are leaving my brother all behind for leaving me. He is on probably level 10 or level 12, I don't know. He is on the blue island, I'm on this island. He's gonna be all the way in the lowest. And I don't care because he left me all alone. $76. Oh, the giant one. Let's go. That was quick. We got 84. That just gave us 89. 91. 92. 93. 95. Then the chest. 15. 97. 99. And 100. Time to launch your rocket ship. Time to go. $31.1K. Let's go. Yo, they're turning it up so loud right now. I hear it. Oh! Do you want to spin? Oh, I should have spin it all. No! Stupid game! I hate this game. Gosh, bro. I really hate this game right now. Chest! Oh boy! We got 25 already. Dirty 8. Gang. Bad and bullish. We're getting so much right now. We're beating this game up. Let's get some more. There's a lot of big ones. Yo, that rock was inside of the chest. No, it was like the chest was inside of the rock. The rock. There's no way, bro. 91. We're gonna get 100 for this one. Let's go. 36.3K, baby. Let's go. 13 rocks of purple.
Five, 4, 3,
2, 1, blast off. Let's go. Here we go. Woo! We got some more. Oh my gosh. Oh, it costs like 10. Oh my gosh, we got 34. Oh my gosh, look at the bottom. Oh! We're almost to 1,000. Okay, we got 1,000. We almost there at 1,000. We almost there to 1,000. Oh! Ew, I think that's sad. No. I don't care. No! Oh, but you wasn't playing it. I don't care. Cause you don't play this before. Oh my gosh, we're getting faster. We're almost there. Let's go! Yeah, move! Yeah, start drinking my stuff. Now move, get off the bed. Now move. No, you're not drinking no more.
Shut up!
No, I don't use my dog.
Shut! Shut your mouth. Good.
We're that close. 200. Ah! No! We did it! Oh my gosh! Wow! The new record! 346K cash, 21.4K XP! Let's go! We're on level 17, baby! Let's freaking go! not play with me. Let's go. Oh, thank you, you guys for sending me a chest. We got the hot rod. Now we get to buy our new item. Are we're not even on rank 20 yet. If we get on rank 20, we get to buy something. So this is the game pass. 727. That's gonna be our next one. Oh, the chest! It's more chest! We got the hot rod, baby. Let's go upgrade. Level 17, baby. Let's go. Wow. This is amazing. This is cool. Are we at the Pacifica? Cause I think it's a Pacifica. Cause I try to read the words in my mind and I know what it is. I think. Cause it's a P word in it. How about tell somewhere, something. You guys, so I'm about to show you my brother something. I know. Because of this. Of freaking this. Of this. The chest has this. Look. Wanna play the game now? No, I don't play my phone. See, I knew you had this. I knew it! You was here! Hey there! just helping my brother out real quick. Oh, baby. Well, trains and everything will happen, and then disaster strikes, and then it happens. Well, today it was a morning day. Well, the subway train got to be repaired that day. But this disaster was not the best. On November the 25th, the new coach car, as the other cars in the back, had to be repaired and taken into the yard. This is the work train as the subway car. The new sound of the train working out at Princeton. The new sounding fact of the train. Well, since later this weekend, it was the first track that was switched, but they didn't use the switch. They kept going towards Pinewood Station at 89 miles per hour. Now, worse, the train started picking up speed at 110 miles per hour. Well, the Pinewood Bridge station, right by Pinewood Bridge, had to be repaired, but the train was going about 110 miles per hour. They passes Pinewood Station at about 120 miles per hour. The speed limit was 50 miles per hour. Instead, the train just kept going about 110 miles per hour. But it was another train in the way. The driver didn't know. He had to throw the emergency brakes and hard enough to slam the emergency brakes, and then disaster strikes. The train jumps off the tracks and flipped over on its side and jumped. It was too late for the train impact. Well, the crazy eights that happened last time ago. The Northeast Flyer train that was going about 110 miles per hour was going from Princeton to New York City. It was April the 15th, 2011, and the AC cars as the new older cars or Amtrak started running. But while that happened, the second engine was starting to be put back in service. So since the Northeast 1980s or 70s that happened to the Amtrak train that used to hit a Conrail train. It was a Conrail train that had 3 engines, which that happened that day. That was crazy. Well, they had to go to the southwest side, so they were going to track number 2. As Amtrak train number 431 had 2 engines. This train was express. Driver Mr. James was to drive the train, and he had 236 passengers on board the Amtrak. It was 6 years beginning his job on Amtrak history. Amtrak train number 435. I just gonna call it 435. Passes the round switch and crashes into a CSX and derails. The CSX train kept going, and the cars jumping from the CSX car coming out the rails and hitting the trees. The huge ball of fire from train number 435 exploded and flipped over on the side at about 110 miles per hour. At about 53 passengers are injured. Some of them died after the accident. It caused by the CSX train started moving out of the yard before Amtrak train number 435. Again, it was a third day, as it was the same train called number 432 was going from Ordnance Station. Well, it was the same exact bridge that was on the derail bridge. They really didn't know the driver of the train as train number 432 second engine is coming out the rails. Well, he ignores it and going about 80 miles per hour, heading down the switch. As train 432 heads down the switch and then hits on a curve and jump the second engine off the rails, making like 4 and 5 cars jumping off the rails, and the second engine flips over on the side and crashes into the water. And a steam engine train that was heading forward crashes onto it and made his engine exploded, crashes in a huge ball of fire. Another freight train that was going forward towards the cargo crashes and makes his train back on the side and landed. Well, the three drivers of the train died. Well, the driver named Mr. Michael, he was the driver of the train, and he passed away after the train crash fired. Another train that was going forward has a Harrison train express had to be back on the tracks, and his train almost fell to the water. The orange one that was standing on the tracks had to be wait about an hour, as about 105 passengers died and some of them injured. Some of them survived recklessly, like a plane crash. Well, there's more histories going on about the Northeast. Well, another day. Well, on the Emerald history, they had to use the flat car on the Amtrak train because they had to use the flat car for the bags. Well, on 1976, still the Amtrak service, they used the cars on California. Was going from California to New York City. Well, caused by the derailment, they had to use the other cars back on a different track. So they going from Princeton to New York City. That's the same way. The new Amtrak train horn was a brand new, and they had the last car was the flat car. The new flat car was back in service with the Amtrak. The flat car will be the last car for on the Amtrak history. The new horn sound is called the horn 91475 12 395. What's the new horn? Yo! Well, this new train had a new horn effect. Let's hear it. Well, it was about 302 crowded passengers. 3 crews are on board this crowded train. Was going about 89 miles per hour. Well, worse. They picked up speed at 120 miles per hour. The crazy problem is the driver doesn't know his speed limit was getting even worse. They head down a curve at about 100 miles per hour. Well, the flat car was having some problems, so they had on 119 miles per hour, and the driver of the train slows down at about 77 miles per hour. The flat car was still having baggage, and the baggage are hanging on the tape. That means it get to stay on for long. The passengers were sleeping in the cars at about 1 hour, and the speed limit was 65. Well, the driver was going about 81 and 82 and 80 miles per hour. Well, slow down 76. Express train passes Frontier Station. Not Futsal Station. Fear Station. Well, as Amtrak train number 25 leads on the curve at 80 still miles per hour. Well, it was getting sunny outside, so the driver get the speed up a little. At 82 miles per hour, it switches back on the track. Well, he had to slow it down at about 37 miles per hour, very slowly. The speed limit was 65, but he literally slows down quick. Well, it was even worse. He's speeding up about 60 miles per hour on a curve. Well, now it was slowing his car down. Now he speeds up about 80 miles per hour, speeding even more up. He noticed it was a bridge water that was a little damaged, but had gone down the tracks. But even worse, the track damage that was that close was damaged too. He passes the lead bridge at about 120 miles per hour. He blows his horn towards the crossing and knows a car was trying to get through. And now the crossing gate goes down. The car almost got stuck. They were approaching to Frontier Station to pick up passengers and go on. Well, definitely the station was closed because an accident occurred with the car. It hits the tracks and kept moving into the station and it exploded. Well, it was freaking worse. The driver just kept heading on, passing the last stop that was closed, but refused to pass us down the tracks at about 119 miles per hour and heads on. Another switch that was leading his death to danger. Well, the danger is, it was water and there were problems. He heads on a switch. It was about to go about 126 miles per hour. Well, it was a dead end. It was about to fall off the map and says good luck and falls down. Well, everyone had died except the crews. After they last find their lives on an accident on Amtrak, was the worst. Since the Amtrak train just crashed, sadly, they had a good idea. They made some new Amtrak history cars. They made the Amtrak Fireball car that was brand new, was going from Ordnance to going to New York. It was a brand new car and a new horn. The new horn, in fact. Wow! Y'all making things worse. Well, it had to be on the other side track, so they start out on the other side track. The train had a sleeper car up top. The sleeper car that was up top, the car that was up top. It was on the camera passenger car. As the driver, driver Mrs. Smith noticed as Mr. Smitty James was the driver of the train as the Amtrak on April the 19th, 1995. It was about to be the end of the oldest Amtrak trains and about to be the 2000 to the 2001s for the new Amtrak cars. These are the new blue cars going to be started running between Amtrak, between the CPPR or CRS lines. As the Amtrak train number 256 has on a switch. Well, sadly, it was heading on another switch. Well, the driver just kept ignoring the speed limit that was saying 65. He has on another switch and slowed down. His train went wrong. It slowed down by itself and noticed as the two switches was named as number switch. They are switched back on the other track. Well, it was getting worse. He noticed his train was speeding up at 100 at 110 and then 12 miles per hour. His train slowed down again. Well, it was even worse. The local train, his train was local, was passing the station, and he noticed his train brakes was burning up down the tracks at about 130 miles per hour. And then he noticed as his train was getting faster and faster. It was about to be too little late to do the emergency brakes. And then disaster strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The lead cars jump out the tracks and made the engine jump out the tracks and sliding the two cars into each other and exploded and make the two drivers burn to death. While the second car right here had smashed into and sliced the engine off. The last car that came off the rails and smashed itself. And the rear car that had driver his name was Michael, last name as French. He talks French and English, but after he noticed his cars came off the rails and it was about too late. Sadly, that was his two brothers controlling the train, 'cause they had headaches about his sister named Molly, and that's how the train derailed and made the second car fall off and jump and making like about 135 passengers died and 35 injured. Some of them survived. But since when, they never gonna see them two crews ever again on Amtrak history. It was a rescue, another rescue. The CCX rescue train was beginning on service on January the 12th, 2010. They were rescued the cars. When they were rescued, they had to get the Amtrak cars. The CCX rescue train had an Amtrak train number 556, or to call it the back train called 93, like Flight 93 that used to crash in the movie. The CCX train. Oh my gosh, I know. I see it. The CCX had the Amtrak train number 93 that passengers, they were out of the train after the accident. Amtrak 93 will be out of service until September the 21st. As they were carrying the Amtrak cars and the engine. As the Amtrak train versus the CCX train was passing the speed limit at saying 40 miles per hour. Well, worse. The CCX train was going about 110 miles per hour, saying the speed limit was 65. And notice another Amtrak train that was right in front of them and slammed the emergency brakes hard enough, and then disaster strikes. The CCX and the Amtrak train on the beside crashes into Amtrak train number 98. 98 crash. Okay. Amtrak 98 flips over on the side on a steep curve after it was going about 130 miles per hour. The lead engine flips over on the side on the second engine, made the baggage car, the first car, and then the second car derailed. The engine Amtrak 93 car was the driver in there was injured. And then, worse, another train, which was behind Amtrak as the CSX, was carrying it, crashes into it, and the driver died after the huge explosion fire leads to worse. That was Amtrak train number 57344 that just crashed. You most expect that there's emergency supplies trains start be run on the CSX RCE lines. Well, it started out on October 17, 2005. An engine train that was called emergency supplies train, starting running with 3 tank cars with red and black cars. And the cars they were carrying was the black cars. The black cars was inside the box cars that was inside of them. Well, as the Pinewood Bridge that was damaged leads to death. he noticed his conductor, the operator noticed the bridge damage, and then disaster strikes happens, and then it happens. It crashes into the switch that was broken. A huge ball of fire exploded into trains and cars. Well, worse, while into service cars. The southbound train, which was going the same way, was the pipeline V3 that was going from the Breenston line. Hey yo! Why the freaking train was pushing me? Yo, it was freaking pushing me. Well, the pipeline V3 had to be running on the southbound side, as the train that was going the westbound. What the heck? Oh. Well, the pipeline coaches, the pipe cars was wiggly and woggly on the switch. Driver Mr. James on October the 15th, 2008. For his new job, he started his job on 2001. He was doing his test ride on the pipeline with the V3, like a VR. Well, sadly, it goes through badly. Since he didn't train his brakes, the train speed up at about 113 miles per hour. The speed, the pipe started wiggly and woggly on the switch cars. And they speed up on a curve. Well, he noticed as his car sped up, he has on the switch and crashes. Well, the head-on collision made a huge explosion into the two engines twisted, and the pipes fall over and crashes and jump into cars and engines. The lead engine and pipes fall over and flips and twisted and woggly, and the brakes begin to smoke and all this stuff coming out. The last car, that was the two pipes that derailed, that was the two pipe cars in the last line on the grass, was derailed. Well, mostly as the 6 pipe cars were still in the rails, but some of them would be replaced on the CSX line. Start this time, they would be stopped running. Well, sadly, it was a saddest day. Driver Mr. Bo Bridge was the driver of the train as the CCX mixed freight was going from Westernston to Cargo. He was so sad after his family. What? But he started going from California instead. He had a saddest day after his family died. He was driving the CX line, but Chicago was hiring, so he quickly drive the train. No! This is a stupid game. He was starting driving the CCX line. Oh my gosh! Since the frickin' 2001! Really? I'm not even playing because why? He drives the CSX for like a year. He was driving them on 2001 on July the 21st, but on January the 14th, 2012, he started driving the CCX new freight train line. He was carrying tanks, boxes, the cars, and loaded cars of goodies, and they had oranges. The last car was an orange car that has oranges inside of the box, like a loaded box that was brown, and it had a flat car. But sadly, he didn't know it was another switch track that jumps him up the rails, and he noticed his final last words for his heavy nightmare, and then it happens. A huge ball of fire exploded inside the engine. The bridge makes him stuck and flips over on the side and drops him down on a steep brick and makes him smack the windows open and follow him all into the water. He died after that, and the tank car that was going down exploded inside the water, and the whole water turned into dirty water. A few hours after the water was still ocean water, was blue. That was still back. The cars that was still in there was still in there. Well, after he passed away and died, it was crazy. After he never gonna see his cruise, and a lot of people died that day, and more subway crashes, was the end. Who wants to play Sonic Boom or Slender.o? Like and subscribe. Let's see first. First, we're gonna play this game called Slender.o. My name gonna be with the name called Sean Gamer. Only this word. This is my name right here. Kevin looks cool. We got the star glasses and the shadow color, and then black, and then the red color. Why the game has to be glitchy? No! Oh, that was when I said why Roblox was down on March. Why is Roblox down today? It's showing May the 4th. No! This is gonna be my same name. Oh! Oh, you're running, mighty lover! The pick one want to be all running! Dummy. He want to be all running. Like, you better don't run like that ever again. Cause it had me like running. Thank you for your snacks. I was hungry. Now you still want to freaking light up. He is still running. Yeah. Now you're trapped. What an idiot. He didn't know I'm going. You guys, I'm on the leaderboard. You guys can't see me. I'm on number 10. I'm literally on number 10. Oh! Oh, that just got me. Where almost died. I'm on number 8. I'm on number 8, guys. My word is like blue as Sanya S with the CYAN. Why the 54 gotta be on this? Oh! No! No! No, no, no! Oh, you got me slick. Again. You gotta be kidding. Bro, you guys, it's gonna be my same name. This is my same name. My name is Red. My name is not Red. It's the color. That's why. Yo! Greedy mother lover. Oh! Why is this dude chasing me? And why is Stu is freaking still in my... You know what? Now you trapped. Give me all this food. Cause you want to be all greedy. And stealing my snacks. This purple one. Skinny bone. Why did you just hit my body? That's stupid. or almost died from his freaking tail. We growing. What is he doing? What is he doing? Bro. Well, how fun was the story? Well, go watch the video. See you guys on part 2.